don't know where we are, Jennifer. There we are. Okay. I want to make sure that we're up first. All right, let's see. Diane Enlow is here. Diana Noggle is here already. Oh, my hell. All right.
Oops. Hello, everybody. Hi.
There we go. All right, everybody.
Hi.
Good evening. Look who's here. Look who's feeling
I'm
better.
Here. I'm feeling
Yay.
better. Back to land of the living, I guess.
Hi, Belinda. Okay, Diane is here. Diana, Belinda, Roberta. Everybody's saying hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
So, for those of you that don't know or weren't here when we introduced everybody, Jennifer is our designer here at Beau Creations, and amazing at that.
Thank you.
So proud tonight. I feel like a mama hen that just had a baby. Like she's like this.
Yeah.
This kit was absolutely blew me out of the water when Jennifer brought it over here, and I'm so proud to show it tonight. Hi, Ann. How are you? Sue Walker is here. Yes, Roberta's here.
Hello, Roberta. Hello, Sue. Hello, Anne. I'm trying to keep up with the feed here. I'm going to get this today.
I'm going to help you with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So tonight we are going to be introducing Jennifer's first kit and Beau Q's first kit, complete with dies. And, well, thank you, Belinda. And so Jennifer is going to be integral in Beau Q in helping us to stay on track and design our, like, she's the one that came up with the icy adventures. We're going to talk about that. Everybody is so excited. The last folder was a hit for her daughter's Christmas cards.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you did it. You should post what you did on our Beau Q crew.
Yes, yes. So I have to tell you a quick little story before we get to the kit. So I typically will get the dies in, and I will give one to Heather and give one to Jennifer. And this time I only had one, and I said, well, here, Jennifer, here's one. I'm not going to have enough time to do anything with it. And then she came back with this amazing kit. It was absolutely beautiful. So I said, I mean, when we start going through this, I just want you guys to know that every detail was Jennifer's idea. And I'm so excited because I think you guys are going to love what she's come up with. The kit is not a monthly kit. We're going to be designing them. Hopefully next year they'll be monthly, but for right now they'll just be coming out periodically, at least hopefully one a quarter. Yeah. And but this one, because it was coming up on Valentine's Day, we thought we'll make it a Valentine's kit. So Jennifer has come up with 3 different cards that you're going to make in this kit, and I'm going to step over here, and I'm going to give Jennifer the floor. I'll be chiming in every now and then, but I want to turn it over to you, Jennifer.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And let me get the picture-in-picture up for you, and that way they can see and hear what you're doing, and I'll monitor the helm from over here.
Okay. Well, let's, I guess, sort of be in the, I'm not very good on camera like Joyce is, so anyway,
Well, that's okay, because they see both you and what's in here. So as long as you keep it on the board.
So now it's really going to mess me up, because now there's like...
No, just don't look at it. You just look down at the board, and I'll take care of everything, okay?
Okay, so the first thing that we're...
Hi, Heather. How are you? Sue is here.
Hello. So Joyce had this die that she was able to get in, and I'm kind of calling it the Swedish chocolate, because basically what we can make from this die is we basically make a Valentine heart box full of candy. And so all of these little papers they're all little die cut out of the little dies, and they're glued and stacked together, and so all of these pieces are going to be part of the die that comes in your kit, and you're going to cut out all the little pieces, and then on the night of the class we're going to go ahead and we're going to work together, and we're actually going to put these different cards together. And
so wait a minute, did you say they get a die with this?
Yes, they get a die with this.
Shut the front door.
Yep, and I'm going to show you everything that's in the kit.
Sue says calorie free, of course. Of course.
Yes, this is the most calorie free Valentine's you will have. The next piece that we're going to make is part of this is we're actually going to make a shaker.
It looks like a box, you guys. It looks like an actual box of chocolates. That's what I love about it. Diane says this is so cute.
Yep. And so this shaker bit, I mean, you can use this in many different ways. You could punch a hole in it and use it as a tag for a Valentine's gift that you're giving somebody. You could actually glue it to a different card, and then you could have it as a third card from this kit. So you can use the shaker however you want, but you'll get the actual pieces that you need for the shake to make the entire shaker. So you'll get the acetate, you'll get the foam strips, you'll get the little shaker bits as well. And so if you've never made a shaker before, this will be a great introduction for you to do it, because you'll have all the pieces that you need without having to buy everything that it would typically take to make a shaker.
Yep, you're going to get everything
you've got that one.
I love this. This is so
And
cute.
then the third one that you're going to make is, this one is using a partial die cutting technique. So it actually kind of flips open. Let me make sure I get this in the right way here. So this is what the front of the card looks like, and this card is also a 5x7 card as well. So they're a little bit bigger because the heart dies are a little bit bigger. So we needed some extra space for those.
I love 5x7s.
So with this one, we're actually going to be learning a partial die cutting technique. So this is the one die cut that we'll actually do during the class, because I want to make sure that you kind of understand how we do the partial die cutting technique in like using your own die cutting machine. But when you open this up,
it's like a swing card.
you see inside of it, you see the chocolate. So you've got the outside of the chocolate box.
We needed to have the Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
That's right.
I mean, they could be pink, they could be white, I don't know.
Could be dark chocolate, milk chocolate.
Yeah. And then we have this adorable heart paper that is part of your kit as well. This was actually something that I found, this heart paper, actually when we were cleaning out your storage unit.
Oh.
And so that's actually where I came up with this paper, because
so that's where the inspiration came from.
I had a few pieces of this paper. So I figured, because the die cut was with the hearts, then we have lots of hearts. So because it's Valentine's, because it's sweets, because it's chocolate, that's why we are calling this kit the Sweet as Chocolate Kit.
So this is the actual kit that they're going to be getting.
Yes, it is.
Did they get the bag?
They get the bag.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, and so one of the really cool things about this is that we wanted to make this kit. I mean, I know we're pretty much we're class act here at Beau Creations.
Right. That's right.
But we really were trying to kind of step up our game here and trying to be able to put together a product that is kind of all inclusive and kind of has everything that we want it to have, because part of our mission is really helping people learn to create. And so everything in this kit is geared to helping you learn to create. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up the kit, and I'm going to kind of take you through the kit so you can see what you will get, everything that you will get as part of this kit. And then so part of the kit is the bag, so everything that you will need for the class is in the bag.
So after they do all their little die cutting and stuff, if they need to store it, they can store it in the bag.
Yep, and we even designed a nice little sticker for it, so this was your Beau Creations kit. And so if you go, oh, I had a lot of fun doing that class, let me see when the next one is.
They're saying the sound is not loud enough.
Okay, I'm probably not talking loud enough because I'm still a little sick.
The way up.
I'll try to talk a little bit louder. I'm still a little sick.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit louder.
Yep, I'll try to talk louder. Like I said,
Sorry.
I'm still a little sick, still getting over it. It's getting better, but we're doing. Okay, so this is the kit. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. The first thing that I think that you're really going to like about this kit, and I think this was the thing that Joyce put her over the top when she saw this kit.
Yes.
Was that the kit comes with full color instructions for doing this. Are we good?
Yeah, Cindy says, who is your guest? Cindy, this is our designer, Jennifer Williams. She is Cindy. The one that made our kit for us. So that is who we are hearing today. I can hear good. It's just the actual feed that was freezing a bit. Okay, I'm glad it's better now. Good.
Okay.
Patty says, how much is the kit? We'll get to that in just a second.
Okay, yes,
Patty.
we'll get to that. Yes.
We want to show you what's in the kit and let you know what a value you're getting.
I want to make you fall in love first.
Yes.
So anyway, so the thing that I think got Joy so excited about this kit was when she saw the instructions. And so there actually is a little bit of pre-class prep work that you're going to do prior to taking the class on January 27th. And we will do the live on January 27th, but it will also be recorded. So if you can't make it on January 27th with us, then you can go ahead and watch that replay anytime you like.
It's a Zoom link, and we're going to record it.
Okay, yep. It's a Zoom link, and it will be recorded.
And you'll have the number and the password on your instructions.
Okay.
So you'll get paper instructions. So if you can't go to the Zoom or you aren't able to make it, we will have it recorded for you, as well as the instructions. So
yes. And sometimes people like to watch the live Zoom and kind of participate and, just kind of ask questions as they see things, but then maybe like to go back and do it later when they have time to really kind of process through it and not go as fast or, we already got Joanne.
All right, Joanne.
All right, thank you.
One of the things I do want to point out is if you want some more of this paper at the time that you are adding the kit to cart, if you want some of this extra paper for anything or some of the optional supplies like the other items that are in this kit, if you want any of those extra items that Jennifer recommends here, we can throw them in with your kit when we mail it.
Okay. So on the front sheet, we have all of our included supplies, which I'll show you what all those included supplies are. The only required personal supplies that you need for this class is you do need to have a die cut machine because you will be die cutting all the pieces to make these cards, and you need to have some glue. Those are the only two things that you need to personally have for this project. But there are some other things that you might really find helpful, like for instance an adhesive tape runner. When I'm gluing down big pieces of paper, sometimes I like to just use my tape runner. If you have a scoreboard, that'll be really helpful, especially when we're making the partial die cut flip card. If you have an embossing folder, we did not include an embossing folder in this one, but when I made the cards, I actually thought it looked a little bit nicer to emboss the big hearts. So I had this embossing folder in my stash that just happened to have a whole bunch of hearts on it, just like the paper, I guess. Had this one forever. So what I had done is I actually embossed the big heart, and then I had used a little bit of white ink on top of it just to kind of make it pop. That's an optional step, not something that you have to do, but if you happen to have a really great embossing folder at home that you could run those big hearts through, you'll see in the instructions where you'll have the opportunity to do that.
And I want to just show you also, as Jennifer goes through these instructions, the amazing photography that she did to make all of these pictures for you guys. You guys don't even have to read it. You can just look at the beautiful pictures and know exactly what you're supposed to do. I love it.
Yes. And then one of the other things, do you have any pokey tools in stock?
We're actually, the rose gold ones are coming in.
Okay,
and we do
good.
have a couple of the white ones. So.
Because one of the things that I put as the optional supplies is one of the beau pokey tools. I absolutely love this thing. On one end it has the little pokey thing, which is actually really good for getting your paper out of your die cuts. All the die cuts usually have little holes in them for kind of helping release your paper from them. So this pokey part is really good for helping to release the paper from your dies. The other side is the wax tip side, and this part is really good for adding those little teeny tiny embellishments to your cards. So like for instance, we have these little hearts here, so that was really good because I could just tap on a heart and I could move it over to the card.
Yes, Belinda, it has a wax end, but look, let me show you something. If you haven't seen our pokey tools, if they break, melt, something happens to them, you wear them down, they're replaceable. It's not one of those ones that you can't replace the tip. So if something happens to it, ours are replaceable, which makes it kind of cool. So
I think I've had mine for probably almost a year now, and I've never replaced the tip. I mean, I don't go crazy with it or anything, but I mean, the tip is worn down a little bit, but I mean, it still works. I mean, it's wax. You just warm it up a little bit and shape it again.
Yes, Cindy, we will be having kits for other occasions. It's just that this one fit our time frame. So we wanted to, you know, make it Valentine's, and we realized that you probably only have one person that you give a Valentine's to.
Exactly.
But you know what? You may really love your Starbucks barista, or you might have a super great friend that you want to send this to, or something like that. So the dies are going to be yours no matter what, and the little chocolates, I can't wait for you guys to see this.
And then I also, too, probably within the next month, I always get these like random ideas at the last minute. And so I actually saw something, a mechanism for making the top flip open. And so I thought that was really cool. So we'll have some other ideas of how you can use these dies as well, because you'll be keeping these dies. So you'll want to have other things that you can do with them.
Diana, it's not a stencil, it's an embossing folder, hun. And it's just one that Jennifer had in her stash. This is not included in your kit, but if you have any kind of embossing folder, you could use that. It's going to be great without the embossing folder, but it's still it's an embossing folder.
Yes. Okay, so in the instructions, so there is going to be some pre-class prep work. But going back to when I said about our mission being helping crafters learn to create, so part of this,
ready to say, you're
I'm
not
a teacher,
school principal or anything, are you?
I'm a teacher at heart, so we have our objectives. Our learning targets for today. So part of, you know, I wanted to make sure that you were getting something, not just getting stuff out of the kit, but you're actually getting knowledge from taking the class that you can take with you, and then you can apply to anything. So next time Joyce holds up a really cute die during a live and you're like, oh my God, that's amazing, what could I do with it? You now have some other ideas that you can kind of take and work with and say, okay, you know what? I think I could remember. I remember that thing that we did in one of those classes. You know, I'm going to buy that die because I know that I could confidently do things with that die that I didn't know that I could do before.
So you've got 4 different things that they're going to learn in this
right.
This kit.
So one of the things that we're going to learn is we're going to use our set of metal die cuts to create paper pieced crafts. So paper piecing is kind of an artwork in and of itself, because you're taking all your little teeny tiny pieces of paper and you're putting them together to create something beautiful. In this case, you're putting it together to create a box of chocolates. I kind of think about, like, when I think about crafting, a lot of crafts are like that. You take pieces of something and you put them together to make something beautiful. Like if you like to sew, I know we have some quilters on here. I mean, it's the same principle. You're taking those tiny strips of fabric and you're you know, you're sewing them together. The other part here is so we have, Joyce is kind of showing some of the little pieces in the kit.
Some of the pieces in the kit that you're going to be paper piecing together and doing for your...
Actually, let me rephrase that. We did not cut.
We did not cut
the dies for you.
Thank you.
Those are for us for the class. So when we do the class.
So do you guys see this? Like, there's the dies that she's showing you, and then look, she even showed you how many. There's the die. How many of each color? There's the die. How many of each color? There's the die. I love that. I love that. There's no guess. You just took all the guesswork out of it. There is nothing that they can't.
Exactly.
I love the instruction sheets. Me too, Joanne. That put me over the edge. I was like, that is amazing.
The next thing that's on here is that you're going to create a shaker element from the paper die cut. So I know Joyce has done a lot of shakers. We've done a lot of shakers with beau over the past year. But if you've never made a shaker before, like I said, you're going to have the foam strips that you're going to need. Instead of having to go out and buy a whole bunch of foam strips or a whole bunch of sequins for it, you'll have, you know, the sequins that you need for it. You'll have the foam strips that you'll need for it. So that you can confidently learn how to make a shaker card or a shaker element. They're not always as easy as you'd like them to be, because, you know, those little pieces end up getting stuck everywhere. So we have some good techniques for making sure that you know, you can be successful with that. Another objective that we have here is that we're going to cut acetate using your personal die cutting machine. Cutting acetate is actually a little bit tricky. Sometimes it doesn't want to cut all the way through, so we're going to look at some techniques for cutting acetate, and you'll have the piece of acetate that you need in your kit. You'll have the piece of acetate that you'll need in your kit in order to be able to make that shaker element. And then finally, the last one is that you're going to make a fun fold card using the partial die cutting technique. So that was that last card that I showed. that look like this. This is the fun fold card with the partial die cutting technique. And so again, really easy to do. It's just, you just have to know how to place the die on your machine in order to make it do that. And I do need to get some water.
Take a brief intermission. One quick second. So you guys, I can't even begin to tell you, what did your daughter say? It looks real?
Oh yeah, so my 12-year-old, she saw me working on this and she goes, Mom, she goes, that actually looks like the real thing.
Like when I showed our rep Pat Johnson and I sent a picture to her and she goes, "Oh great, what a nice kit. Who did you get that from?" I said, "That's ours." She goes, "Oh, I see your name at the bottom."
Yes,
I said, "Yes,
ours.
Jennifer did that."
Yes, so I like to do a lot of classes online. That's kind of how I learned a lot of the things that I've learned in the past couple of years doing card making. And so
we want to be that place that you come to learn. That is our objective. If you have never seen this before, where crafters learn to create. That is our mission here. That is what we're going to do. And Jennifer has captured this so easy. So even if you can't attend the Zoom, that is free, by the way, with the kit purchase. The Zoom is free. You don't have to pay anything extra. So is the recording. So you'll get the instructions in the kit. You'll get the Zoom live with you on the 27th of January, and then you'll also get the recording so that if you can't attend on the 27th, then you'll be able to have the directions as well as the video.
Exactly. So in the pre-class prep work, the important part about this is that if you are going to follow along with us in the live, you do want to have all your pieces of paper cut out before the class, because this is going to be a lot of pieces of paper to cut out. And so our class could probably end up lasting like 6 hours if we spent all the time cutting out every single heart, cutting out every single piece of candy, every single little piece of icing. So that's why these instructions are so important, because they're laid out in such a way. So for instance, the first thing that I had a really hard time with this die set was figuring out what piece was what. And so I was
can I show them your little cheat sheet that you made? I loved it. Jennifer laid these all out on a piece of, wait, I gotta find out what that sticky stuff is. Look at that. She laid them all out so that she could see what she had and what they were. How ingenious is that?
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out what they were.
Yeah, because they don't look like anything when you're first.
So, and sometimes, and I actually learned this from Joyce, because I was first trying to figure out what in the world am I going to do with these. And so one of the things that I think Joyce says to do sometimes is, so she'll just cut them all out of like a piece of white paper, or I just use this brown paper because it's junky paper that I have at home that I don't care if I use it.
And once you cut them out, you can absolutely see that there's an order to all of them. And I love how you laid them all out, and then you did that same thing on the picture so that they will know.
Because there was, the base of the candy, there was some icing, there was some decorative icing, there's some little designs, even like all these little designs actually like these heart designs actually go with the heart candies. And there's square candies and circle candies and rectangle candies and small rectangle candies. And so, I was just trying to figure out what to do with them. And so anytime you get a new die set that you're not really sure how it could possibly work together, just go ahead and just cut them all out of the same piece of paper and just start playing with them and see what happens.
Because sometimes we all know that these die sets can be tricky when we go and cut them out. We don't know what they are, especially. And then I love how you laid these out, and you did like, of this one you're going to need to use your dark brown paper, and you're going to cut it 5 times. So this is the die, and these are the pieces that you're going to cut. So with that, let me go ahead and get, while you're talking.
Sure, we can get that paper out. So
since we're talking about the paper, so
let's actually get the die cut set out.
Oh yeah, let's see what they're going to get. Look at that die set.
Yeah, so this right here, I'm sure you can see this. This right here is the die cut set. This is a really big set because it has, the big hearts that are part. This part is actually like a border for the bottom part of it's like the sides. It's kind of like that side shadow of the bottom of the box.
3D effect.
This one is the top of the box. This one makes that big heart that you keep seeing in a lot of the different in the different thing. This little piece right here is that little, where's the card?
I was going to say we can just go ahead and show them. Like,
I think it's sitting right over here. Yeah. Like this die cut right here actually creates these thin little heart shapes. And so I think I saw a question on here. Cindy asked how many cards does the kit make? So we actually have included 2 5x7 cards in the kit. So it makes 2, but you also get the die set, so you can do whatever you want with this.
2 in a shaker. You get everything for the shaker. You can choose to put this on a card if you want. We do have extra 5x7 card packs with envelopes if you'd like those. We have extra paper you can put in your kit. So if you think you're going to make more than just these 2 cards and you want more of this paper, let us know and we will include that in your kit.
Okay. And so yeah, so all the paper comes in the kit. So you get the lots of hearts paper. Or actually, I think what it's called. Lots of hearts, something like that.
2 5x7 cards.
Yep, the 2 5x7 cards. You've got the dark brown paper.
You got your dark chocolate and your light chocolate.
Yes, this is actually more like a toffee colored icing.
Oh.
Yes. And then you've got your red paper. And you've got a couple sheets of red paper. You've got your black paper. And your white paper and your pink paper.
Look at how everything coordinates. I love it.
And so I spent time making all sorts of measurements, trying to figure out exactly how much paper we would need.
And she's included all of that in your kit. And like I said, if you want extra of any of these colors, any of these papers, just let us know. We'll throw it in with your kit. And so what, Jennifer, there's something else in here that you included. There was, sentiments.
Oh, yes. We have sentiments as well.
And envelopes.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my gosh, did you even include foam dots that they were going to need? And foam strips to make
We did.
And we carry these, by the way. If you need more of these, let us know. We'll throw them in the kit. And then here are your loves for the card.
Yes, we did not include the love die cut. That was something that I had in my stash.
That's why we went ahead and cut it out for you.
Right, so we went ahead and cut those out already, so you'll get the loves that you need for that. But again, this is all part of this kit. We've got the foam strips that you'll be using for the shaker. You've got the what exactly are these?
Hexagon foam dots.
Hexagon foam dots. I love these things. I don't know why I love them so much. I think just because they're so easy to peel the paper off of. But I absolutely love these hexagon foam dots, and I think after you use them, if you've never used these ones before, I think you're gonna love them.
And they're not that expensive either. You get 200 of them for $6.99, so they're not that bad. And then we have the foam strips in stock as well. So again, if you think you might make more and you need more, let us know because we're happy to send it in your kit at the same time that we send your kit. Cindy asked a question and she said, will there be some A2 ones? Well, Cindy, with this kit, you're going to have the die, and so you're going to be able to make them whatever size you want. It's just that Jennifer felt with as large as the heart was, that it fit better on a 5x7 card because it gave you more real estate.
Right, like I think this right here is this one is that's about an A2 envelope.
A2. Yeah, you could probably put that on just...
So just for comparison, size comparison, this is the heart on an A2, and so it just really didn't have a whole lot of room on it. But I think if you wanted to use this shaker element to, say, make a card, that might be something that you could do on an A2 card with that. And again, once you see this kit, if you decide in your mind that you see this working out in some completely different way, it's okay to take all these same supplies and go and make whatever you want with it. Yeah. That's the kind of the beauty of the kit, is that you get lots of supplies, you get some inspiration, but my vision of this is not the only vision of how you could possibly use this die.
Oh, of course.
I mean, there could be, you have a million people, you're going to have a million different ways of using it. Yeah. This was just how I envisioned it at the time.
Especially with Cindy Steventon. I don't know if you know how I met her, but she posted something on the ECD family page with all the different ways that she uses the little critters, and she had like this huge board made, and she posted a picture of it, and I called her and I said, that is absolutely amazing, so would you mind posting that on our website?
That is very cool.
So Cindy's one of those people that will take this and turn it into 47 different million things. So yes, so these dies are going to be yours, you guys. I don't know if you know this or not, but this is the largest die set that companies make. So they'll make a 4x6 one on a piece of metal. They'll make a smaller one, but this size is the largest, and we spared no expense for your first kit. We wanted to make sure that you guys got more bang for your buck. Speaking of bucks, how many bucks is this kit?
This kit is $35.
What? I'm sorry. What'd you say? $35.
$35.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
I know, but
Look,
I mean, look
now
how
we're like
large
HSN.
I know.
No, tell me it's not so. $35. Yeah. So.
But I mean, I think the cool part about it is it's a kind of a sampler kit in a way. You get so many different things that you can use and try, especially if you've never used some of these things, because maybe we have some scrapbookers that really don't do a lot of card making, or
you
know,
could
we
use
just
these
have
in scrapbooks.
Oh yeah, you could.
No
but I
reason
mean,
why.
you know, just different. Even different paper crafters use different types of supplies.
That's why I like this one right here, this heart, because this one actually has a cut line. So you could put this as a frame around a photograph. This one is not a cut line, it's an emboss line. So if you wanted to cut out a frame to go around a picture, this is the one that you would use. If you want to emboss it so that one of the other things that I really
you can see that
yeah.
So this is the heart. This is that
This
big
one.
heart. Yeah, this is
So
the
it
big
doesn't
heart.
cut the center out, but this one cuts the center out. It's just the frame.
It cuts the frame.
Yeah.
And then this one cuts the black and the white thin hearts that you have.
Yeah. So one of the things that I loved about this particular die set, and I'm just going to talk from my perspective, was that these little tiny pieces are on a plate. So you don't have to battle with, trying to get that little piece on your cardstock. These are all on a plate. So is this one. So you don't have to try to deal with cutting that tiny little piece. Add to Heather's cart. Julene, you're funny. So you don't have to deal with trying to cut these little tiny pieces out. And on these embossed lines, it shows you.
Our picture is frozen.
Yeah, it's okay. They can still see our hands.
Good, they can see the top of my head.
Yeah,
with
that little
with my gray patch there.
That camera, for some reason, I know that's a heck of a picture for you to be frozen on, but so these embossed lines that are on your dies actually show you where to place these pieces. So if you're like, I don't know where these go or where I'm supposed to put them, the embossed lines will help you with that, and these are built into the dies. So one of the things, thank you, Tilda. One of the things that Tilda actually said when she was over here today is that she learned from me, like when they cut these apart, don't cut each individual one apart. Leave them together. It's going to make it so much easier for you guys. So, this is a very large die set for $35. This is our inaugural kit, so we wanted everybody to be able to afford the kits, because after all, if you're not able to afford the crafting supplies to make the beautiful things that you want to make, then what good is any of this for anybody? So our dies may not be this big every time, but we wanted to make sure that you are getting to know Jennifer and the way that she does things and how the kits are going to be. So she's human just like us. I know, Eva.
Yes,
I know.
like
we all try to hide it, honey, but
I know. I'm trying to let it grow out, but it's a process.
It is a process. And you're going to be like beautifully white, I think. I got two like sprigs, but anyway. So we just wanted to let you know that this is what you can kind of expect for every kit. You're going to have written instructions. You're going to have either a Zoom recording, or we're going to try to do it live if there's techniques that we want to show you. Jennifer has included multiple sentiments on this. You've got your foam strips. You've got your hexagon dots. You've got your written instructions. And of course, we even gave you one of our own mixes for the inside of your shaker. And that'll be included in your kit, all in a beautiful bag that says Swedish Chocolate Beau
I know,
Creations.
it's gorgeous.
I know.
I love it. Like, it looks like the real thing.
It is. It's the real thing. I hope so. So I just want to say a big thank you to Jennifer for designing this. This is absolutely amazing, you guys.
It was my pleasure. It was a lot of fun to do.
I said we are absolutely not showing this kit until you are better to come over here and do this, because she did a fantastic job, you guys. I am so glad that you were part of our team.
And you know what? We have to be really proud of Joyce, too, because she wanted to start... She actually kept a secret.
Yes, I did.
I did. She had the kit. She's had the kit for like a month, and she really wanted to show it.
My life was threatened, you guys. I did. Jennifer and Heather asked me to please keep it a secret. Mm-hmm. And except for those that came over here and actually saw it sitting on the desk.
Okay.
But, well, you know, I can't help it if they see it, you know.
I mean, they came over to see it. I mean, you know, that's different.
And I want to say thank you to those people who purchased the kit sight unseen. You guys have to have an awful lot of faith in us to know that we're going to bring you an excellent product, and to know that, you know, we're going to make sure that you get your money's worth. So thank you all for supporting us in this. Yes, and if there are still kits left, I think we have a very limited number. We only ordered one sheet of metal, which is 22 dies. Mm-hmm. So we will have a couple more coming in, because they had a couple that they could put on another sheet. So Anne says, I did get a sneak peek. Yes, she is going to be designing for us, Sue. So great ideas, organized, and so talented.
Thank you.
Amazing. I think so too, Sue. I have to agree with you. So we
Love
do
a gnome kit.
Ooh.
Didn't we see some gnomes somewhere?
Yeah. So you know, just so you guys know that we will not be doing this monthly yet. It's not a monthly subscription. You buy it one time. It's yours. We're not going to keep charging your card for something. You can choose whether you want to buy it or not buy it. It is not a kit club. It is not. You see, what you see is what you get. And Jennifer's going to keep bringing us great, awesome stuff like this in the future. Everything down to the sticker that's on here was designed by Jennifer, guys. And she told me, because I had them in plastic bags, and Jennifer said, no, we're going to put them in these zippered pouches so that they can keep all their pieces together. Mm-hmm. And then for those that are organized, you might keep your sweetest chocolate dies in here, and then that way, you know, you'll have them all organized by the month. Mm-hmm. This is our very, very first kit, and so I'm going to tell you, when they're gone, they're gone. So exactly. I cannot recreate this kit. We ordered 22, so if you have not yet added to cart and you want one, if you have added to cart in the past and you want to make sure you still get it, please do that. Please let me know, because we'd rather have you down twice than not at all. So if you are interested in this, also with the extras, please let us know if you want extra sheets of the heart paper or card bases, or if you need foam strips or hexagon dots, whatever you need, we want to include it in the kit so that you have it with you when it comes to you, okay? All right, Jennifer, what else do we need to tell them? They're just going to cut these.
Yeah, we have the sentiment strips that are part of the kit. These are just sentiments that I came up with and printed out. There's more sentiments here than what you need. So if you go to make more cards, because maybe you have multiple Valentines, more than 2 Valentines.
What if you have a secret Valentine?
Or if you have secret Valentines, well, you know, if you have many secret Valentines, you've got lots of strips. You know, you can decide which one you want.
I can't lie. I give one to my kids. I leave one for the boys. So I got 3 plus my husband, so I make 4.
I've not really been like super into Valentine's Day, but
some people really. I love the colors. I love that there's pink, there's black, there's red. It can be a masculine card, it can be a feminine card, it can be a kid's card, it can be an adult card. I love that you really took the time to plan this. The colors coordinate, everything is.
So Sue asked if we could read the sentiments. We have sending love and sweet wishes. Your love is the sweetest thing. Your sweetest chocolate. Sweet on your love. Love always and forever. And then they repeat. So you have a couple, I think you have about 3 or 4 sets of the same sentiments.
Perfect.
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions? And we still have about 20 minutes. I was going to make a card that includes this that's going to be a little bit different. So do you want to help me? Because it's totally winging it time.
Okay, well, let's move it out. Let's move it out of the way. Let's not use up one of our kits.
All right. So I'm going to put this all back together so that we don't lose anything. All right. Just so you guys get one more look at this die set, let me just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at all these pieces, you guys. So much fun. So many different chocolates. Yes, original and sweet. Thank you, Sue. I know, she did a fantastic job. Okay, so what I was thinking is right along the lines, actually, of what you did in there. I kind of thought that was funny because I was totally thinking of that tonight. So you also have these instructions.
Wait, you needed this one, right?
I just wanted to show them real quick. Do you guys see the quality of these pictures and this instructional manual? I absolutely think these are something I might put holes in and put in a book and keep them for, you know, posterity in case I want some inspiration.
Okay, I'll get this stuff out of the way.
Okay.
We can get started.
Michelle says Joyce is fantastic at winging it. Jennifer makes it easy. She gives me all the ideas.
Yeah, I don't wing it.
She's like, no, I have to take it home and love it and plan it and talk to it and, you know. She brought me back this pouch, and in this pouch there were all kinds of die cuts and things that she had experimented with and played with. And I thought, you know what? I love that some of these are in craft color and black. Look at how these pieces are. Look at that. And then she had one in here, which was exactly what Tilda and I were thinking of doing today. We just didn't get it done. And then I open up the little pouch thing, and sure enough, Jennifer already has a heart-shaped card already cut out for that purpose. So I thought that was kind of cool. So we can show you how to do this with your dies, how to create a card that stays together and that you can use to open like that. I think that's really, really fun. We had a question. Can we do a snarky card kit? Patty is asking for a friend. I have a friend like that too, Patty.
I need to write down these ideas. We need gnomes.
Gnomes and snarky and...
I know, so keep those ideas coming.
Yes, tell us what you like. Jennifer's going to be getting some definite ideas for you guys. Okay, so I was thinking about something like this with a piece of acetate, and I just love these tiny thin hearts that the one die creates. I'm not even going to try to die cut anything, Jennifer. I think you've got everything on here beautifully, and I don't even think that I don't think I even need to die cut anything. I think everything will be on here. Maybe we could zhuzh it a little bit, make it a little bit vintage, and
because those were the pieces that I cut out, you know, the ugly brown paper that I had.
The ugly brown paper. Well, the ugly brown paper we're going to turn into a cute little card in 20 minutes. So there we go. All right, Tilda cut out some pieces of the chocolate over here today, and I know there's a little baggie somewhere that had all the pieces. Here they are.
Yeah, there it is.
Here they are. All right, maybe if I get stuck, Jennifer can help me. By the way, guys, this is the first time that I have actually played with this kit. I sent the only quality control die that we had over to Jennifer, so when she was creating with this, I didn't even have a copy of this, which I think is kind of funny. So here we go. I was thinking about just putting that heart in there. And I love these thin hearts. I was even thinking taking a bunch of these little thin hearts like this on a card and just kind of layering them together. You know, some white ones, craft ones, red ones, and just kind of putting them all over the card and then cutting the card base and making it kind of a you know, tone on tone. So there we go. I love how these go together. Look at that. They can kind of be kind of sketchy a little bit. Not sketchy, but sketch-like. And then she's got these pieces right here. This is one of the pieces on the die that adds some dimension to this. You can pop this up on the foam with the foam dots. Let's see. There we go. And it goes down there and kind of gives it a little bit of curvature and dimension. You could even just use one and kind of make it look like it's a little bit three-dimensional. So let me grab my, oh, look at that. It's right here in front of me. See, it knew I was going to distress it with Vintage Photo, Jen, because it was right there. It was right there. All right. So if you're a newbie at crafting, or this, you know, like Jennifer said, you're not usually a person that does cards, this is a great kit because you could use it for scrapbooking. You don't always have to use this for for card making. Patty says, I can pick it up. Patty says, I want it sooner. I don't want to have to wait.
Well, they're ready. They're sitting here.
Yes, Miss Patty, they are here. The only thing I am waiting on as of today is we ran out of sequins. So I'm expecting those in any day. So we're going to put those in the kits. We do have some that are done with sequins, but the sequins are kind of we ran out of them. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece inside of here just because, well, no, I'm not. I think I'll put the red in there. The red looks cute. Maybe the pink. I have all of these pieces in here that Jen has die cut for us. And I think I'm going to... Did you just fussy this heart? Is that how you did that red one?
Let me see.
On the inside? Yeah, it looks like we just fussy cut it from that one. But it fits perfect. Right in here, see? It fits perfect. Yep.
No, that's the inside. That's the inside of the heart, and because it has the little, it has like a little I don't know what the word is.
Yeah, but did this die cut out? That die cut out. Okay. Well, good. Yeah. So then you can see the lines in here. Maybe you guys can't, but when you die cut it out, you'll be able to see.
That's the inside. It's the inside of this one.
Ah. Okay. Good. Good to know.
Yes.
All right.
So you're going to end up actually with a whole bunch of extra hearts.
So then you can just, make an extra heart card. By the way, if you have pre-ordered the glue gun from us, the My Sweet Petunia glue gun, yikes, I got glue on that. Let me get that off. If you've ordered this from us, I got word today that they are on the way. They shipped them out today, so we're really excited that they're coming. She had a little bit of a hard time getting them from the manufacturer, so
they're a hot commodity.
They are. She said they were really difficult they delayed one of the shipments, and then she's like, I just can't get them in. Okay, so these pieces right here, I'm gonna put that black on the outside. I don't think I like that. Again, these can go on the outside. Now you're gonna have all these instructions, but again, I'm just winging it. I'm just playing with the card that I thought in my head today was gonna be kind of cool. Also, if you guys do know that I do some lives. I do some lives for Elizabeth Craft Designs, and yours truly will be on her channel again on January 10th. It's a Wednesday. So during the day at 2 o'clock, we're going to be 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be on the Elizabeth Craft Designs website doing some new release that they have, and they are absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I have done them. They are in a bucket over here, and the reason I put 2 on that side was because I put glue on the wrong side. So there you have it. We're just going to do it and go with it, because I kind of like the fact that I can make this a little bit on the wonky side, and then we can put our little... Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I felt like they were really hard to line up, and so it made it easier to make them wonky. But there is like a certain way to place them so that it creates like the edge of the inside of the box.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it wonky. I kind of think that these tiny ones look, I don't know. I think they kind of look better, kind of off. Sketchy. Is that what we call it? Sketchy. There we go. So there we go with that. Your love is the sweetest thing, so I'm going to put that down there. But let's get to these chocolates. That's what I'm really liking. Oh my gosh, look at these little chocolates, you guys. Now, I would advise that you cut them out with some sort of double-sided adhesive on the back, unless you have like one of these glue bottles that you can use the precision tip for, because there's the base of the chocolate. There's the center of the chocolate, which is not so hard to put together. But when you get to that little itty bitty teeny little piece, that goes on top of there. Look, that looks like a Buckeye. If you did that in round, that would look like those Buckeye candies.
Mm-hmm. And there's a round one in there.
There's, yes, there is. All right, let's find my little... Look, there's even the icing if you wanted to do icing on the top of one. Isn't that cute? Look, so if you wanted to make it with pink icing, you could. Stick into my fingers. I need my tweezers. I mean, there's no limit to what you could do with these little... You could put glitter on them and make them sugar-coated or, you know, sugar-topped or whatever you want to do. I kind of like this white piece around. So this white ridge kind of just gives you a little bit of icing around that. Isn't that kind of cute? There we go. And then... I love this, Jennifer. They're so cute. There we go. And then you just put your box of chocolates together. Cut these out and poke out your little centers. I was putting the tickets in some of the bags already today, and I think we've sold 9 already, sight unseen. So I'm hoping that we sell out tonight, because that would mean that what we've done has been received and y'all love it.
Anne said about the sticky specks would work great on the small pieces, and I would agree with that very much.
Yes.
I didn't like using the double-sided adhesive tape or the double-sided adhesive sheets on, especially the icing pieces,
because they were hard to
They
peel
were really
off.
hard to they were really hard to get out of the die cut. They were really hard to it just didn't work very well.
I forgot to mention Cindy. Thank you so much for reminding me, guys. Cindy got to ring her bell today for cancer.
Oh, congratulations, Cindy.
Yay! Yay! So, Cindy, congratulations. I just want to show you guys how beautiful these like little chocolates fit in here. I mean, come on. How cute is this? You know? Look at that. And a little secret. Can I have the die set? Show them the die set.
Oh, wait, I put it over here. That was it.
So, a little secret with the die set. I'm going to show you something that is a little tip. Yes, Cindy, I'm so happy for you. So, if you keep this set together when you deconstruct your dies, you will know where each piece goes so it fits directly in the heart. You know what I mean? So that way you don't have to do what I'm doing and try and figure out where each piece goes in the box.
Not quite, though, because these are actually like part of the insides of it. I'm actually going to... Normally Joyce has the best tips. I'm actually going to suggest that you don't keep the pieces together.
Not these?
No.
Really? Okay.
And the reason why I'm going to... Because actually a lot of these pieces get cut out of different color pieces of paper. And so in order to cut this out, you would have... For all the pieces that are part of this, you would actually have to cut it out of dark brown paper, light brown paper, white paper, pink paper. And so you actually would use up more paper in your kit than you actually have.
Oh, okay.
So
good tip.
Because these are different, like this one is a white icing piece right here. This one I think is a dark brown background. This is like the light brown piece.
Gotcha. So see, what do I know? You guys listen to Jennifer. Verna says, take a picture of the dies. Verna, you're brilliant. So yeah, I didn't think about that because I would just die cut and have the extra pieces sitting around like this. So that's a good point. If you're, using the paper that comes with the kits, you might not have enough.
Right. But again, take this and just run it through on whatever yucky paper you have at home. Just take it and run it through on some yucky paper and just start playing with all those pieces and see what each one of those pieces do. Yeah,
but I didn't even think about that. That's a great idea. I would just cut them out, but you won't have enough paper from your kit. I once, when I first started crafting, I subscribed to every single monthly kit that there was, And one thing I always hated was when they didn't send me enough supplies to play with, or they did give me die cuts, and I strictly had to do what the designer said that they wanted you to do with it. I don't ever follow the directions. So, to know that we wouldn't have enough paper to do that, that's a very good tip, and I'm glad you said that. So if you get to die cutting before the class, please make sure that... Sue said, I'm afraid seeing all this chocolate might make me hungry. I'm definitely a chocoholic.
But you can't eat these, so they're calorie-free.
Yes, calorie-free. So, we do also have the chocolate bar die. If you guys are wanting a chocolate bar and a box, let me see if I can grab this one. The chocolate bar, look at that cute box. I know we have one more of those in stock as well. So
I like that one.
I know that one's kind of a fun one to add to your kit. So
yeah, but I mean, just kind of talking about like how you're cutting them with the different color paper.
Yep.
And so you can kind of see in the instructions, and that's why it's laid out like this. So you have the 4 different shaped bases, and then here's the number of each one that you need to cut out of the dark brown.
So you wouldn't have enough brown if you did them all.
Exactly.
Great thinking, Jennifer. See, that's why we pay her the big bucks, guys. Right, Jennifer?
Right, the big bucks.
The big bucks. Okay, so you guys, I just can't say enough how proud I am that Jennifer has designed this amazing kit. I feel like a mom whose kid has just graduated with their doctorate degree, because she has propelled beau into another realm that we have not yet been. So Jennifer, thank you so much for taking your time to plan this and coming over here and showing us all about this beautiful kit. So if you guys are interested in the Sweet as Chocolate kit, it is on our website, but you can also say add to cart and we'll make sure that you get one so there you go. Ann says, I think I might put numbers on the back of my dies with a Sharpie. That's a great idea too. You could, say the heart one goes with this one and this one. And how much is the chocolate bar die? I believe it is $15.99, Patty. And it comes with the I Love Chocolate and the bar. The box is something separate. So, all right, Belinda, call me after the live. Jennifer, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the...
We're going back. Are we going to unfreeze my
We're going to
my
try.
gray head?
We're going to try. Let's see if it goes back to... There we go. Is it not? Nope, it's not.
That's still my...
It's not. Well... Okay, so you can say goodbye and thank you, and they're not going to see you, but they can still hear you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you and congrats. Jennifer, what an amazing kit. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.